Alex Louis Armstrong versus Puri Puri Prisoner. Both are big muscleheads with very outgoing personalities. I'm Puppis Fœtor.
And I'm Dan Tildan. Here we'll see whose muscles are stronger. Let the fight begin.
Skip it up and that up.
The fight would begin very intensely. Armstrong and Puri Puri would start by ripping off their shirts and showing off their muscles. After about 10 minutes of flexing, they would end up walking over to each other, becoming bros, doing a handshake, and the fight would be over.
But this isn't what we want, so we're gonna make the fight anyway. First we'll look at Armstrong. He's 212 centimeters tall, or just under 7 foot. Armstrong's most notable features are his large muscles. He's seen to easily lift large objects and break through solid walls. Since his little sister can lift a piano with one arm, just imagine the full extent of Armstrong's strength.
Puri Puri is also shown to have ridiculous strength. He's able to break through the thick steel walls of a prison and lift very large objects. He's 220 centimeters, or a little over 7'2", giving him a height advantage over Armstrong. Because of this height advantage and the fact that both have very toned bodies, Puri Puri theoretically should be stronger. Puri's punches are said to be heavier than rocks and stronger than iron. He's also shown to be very fast. This is seen when he uses Angel Dash to run away from the dark matter thieves' crashing ship.
Armstrong is also deceptively quick on his feet. We see this in his battle with Sloth, when he times and dodges attacks. In this battle, we see him take quite a beating, showing that he has pretty high endurance.
Puri Puri also has great endurance. This is shown when he takes a few hits from Deep Sea King and is able to keep fighting. Deep Sea King does end up knocking him out, but he uses a flurry rush that had every punch landing with the intent to kill. Puri Puri also kills the free hugger by hugging it, showing that he can withstand an enormous amount of pain easily.
Armstrong has more than just his muscles and charming looks. He has the ability to use alchemy. With his gauntlets, he can make large spikes fly up from the ground, and he can punch airborne rocks, turning them into spiked projectiles to attack his enemy. This gives him the upper hand in a ranged fight, because Puri Puri doesn't have any ranged abilities.
But Puri Puri does have his own selection of special moves to choose from. He can use Angel Bristle Armor to greatly increase his defense, and with his speed and power, he should easily be able to stop any projectiles being launched toward him anyway.
But Armstrong can still send spikes up from the ground to defeat Puri Puri. These spikes appear with immense speed and power, so much that they were able to harm the seemingly indestructible Sloth. Getting hit by one of these would definitely render Puri Puri handicapped.
Puri Puri does have all these special attacks still. After his fight with the Deep Sea King, he gained the ability Dark Angel Rush, where every punch he hits has the intent to kill. He used this ability combined with Vibrate Rush, which is where he vibrates his body to gain more power, to defeat a monster about the same strength as Deep Sea King, who is seemingly untouchable by anyone but Saitama.
With all of this in mind, there's a bunch to consider with both characters. We've decided that Armstrong is superior in fighting style, experience, and reaction time. As an example of these proficiencies, we can look at his fight with Scar. In this fight, he keeps Scar busy while avoiding all dangers of Scar's right hand. We also think Armstrong has higher endurance, judging by the fight with Sloth. Here, he takes a barrage of hits by Sloth, waiting until he can have his shoulder pushed back into socket. After that, he gets up and continues the fight like nothing happened.
Puri Puri, on the other hand, seems to have the advantage in speed and strength. Because of these things, we believe that it would be a very close and entertaining fight to watch. We've ended up giving the winning title to Puri Puri Prisoner. This is because the battle would essentially be a fist fight, and Armstrong would never get a chance to use his alchemy. And if he did try to hit Puri Puri with spikes, Puri Puri would be able to just jump over them or run around and dodge them. Yes, Armstrong may be more experienced in battle, but Puri Puri still has his fair share of experience. The fight would probably last for a very long time, but I think Puri Puri's strength and speed would win out in the end.
Do you think it would have ended differently? Give us your opinions in the comments below. If you don't subscribe, we'll have Puri Puri use his deep kiss sentence on you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.